Ball Pit, otherwise known as Ball Pit, is one of those games that I don't really have much to say about. Just because if you see this gameplay and you think that this looks appealing, well, you should probably get it. If you need a little more to sell you on it, it's basically those mobile phone ad games where you see the balls fly to the top of the screen. But in this game, all of the enemies end up having a certain health pool, you have to kill them to gain XP. As you level up, you can pick new upgrades, whether it be passives or new balls. And once you get a couple that are a high enough level, you can actually fuse them together. Some combining the abilities of 2 and 1, others combining into whole new abilities. Generally speaking, all of the levels in this game are pretty much the same, just thematically different. Like, enemies behave a little differently, but for the most part, you're gonna go through a level, and if you got the damage and can manage to survive to the final wave, you'll fight against the unique boss. And the bosses in this game are actually pretty good. They're all essentially a bullet hell, but they all end up having their own different feel and mechanics. All the while, you can end up finding blueprints. Blueprints are used in the town side of the game. I honestly don't know why this is here. It's okay. Like, the idea of city management where you gotta try and properly plan out where your buildings are going and lay down path blocks and stuff would actually be pretty cool. This isn't that. You'll essentially be able to plop down a building for a set amount of resources. Then you have to hurl your character into it a bunch of times to have it built. There's farms so you can get wheat, there's places you can get rocks and wood. All of this serves to upgrade your buildings. For the most part, a lot of the buildings will end up just giving you passive buffs, whether it be buffs within a level, how the characters scale, or buffs for the city itself. By far the most interesting thing that you can come across is new character buildings, because once these are constructed, you'll unlock a new character, and each of them actually has really unique abilities. Generally speaking, they'll all just start with a different ball. But what I appreciate about the different characters in this game is that they all end up having unique abilities. One of them has their damage completely cut in half and shoots 2 balls at the same time in opposite directions. Another character will automatically choose level up items for you. And eventually, about like maybe 6 or 7 hours into the game, I unlocked the ability to take 2 characters on a level together, which allowed me to combine both of their unique abilities. But being perfectly honest, that was kind of the high point of the game. But the last like 15-20% of the game just felt tedious. Because at the end of the day, every single level is the exact same, it's just that the enemies get more spongy, which is what I signed up for, so I don't really have any complaints about that. Still, it did take me around 20 hours to complete, and by complete, I mean I got to the final boss and then the game crashed, thus ruining my entire run. And this isn't the first time the game's crashed on a boss fight. I picked this game up on the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm assuming this is Switch 1 optimized, but even then, I still had some frame dips. But if there's one thing that I would criticize beyond the performance issues, it's the disgusting CRT filter. You can remove it on PC, but not on consoles. Why? You can adjust almost every other effect in the game. Why can't I turn this stupid filter off? Actually, I just saw that the game is going to end up getting a free Switch 2 upgrade October 28th. Unfortunately, I can't wait until then because I'm going to be going on my trip soon. So I'll just say, fingers crossed the Switch 2 version of the game allows you to turn off the CRT filter, but at the very least, it should end up fixing performance and the low-res textures. As for my recommendation, honestly, it's kind of just across the board 50-50. You're either already sold on this game and picking it up right now, or you don't find it appealing at all. I had a lot of fun with it. It's really, really addicting just having numbers go up. But for me, I like having a goal to chase. And once I beat a game, it's difficult to keep me invested in it, especially if the gameplay doesn't evolve. What I will say is that Ball Pit does end up having a pretty competent end game, because you can repeat any of the levels that you've already beaten, but at a faster speed, which means that you have to have stronger characters. How do you do that? Well, when you get to the end of the game, you'll unlock some buildings that can increase your stats indefinitely. Pretty cool. I love when games offer the ability to have you just keep going and getting stronger. But for me personally, I think that the game does eventually wear out its welcome. Still, 20 hours for like 30 bucks, I definitely got my money's worth.